All right, guys, we got a fun one today. We've got this Stratus 201 XL Evolution with a 250 Yamaha on the back, and it's a barn find. It's gonna be a fun project. We got some mice living down in there and got some snake skin. But we're gonna kind of go through everything and see what's wrong with it. If we can get it running, probably service it up, see if we can make a boat out of it. All right, we're taking a quick detour and we're gonna clean this thing off. It's dirty. All right, guys, so it's been a day or two. We just washed this. It's looking really good. We've got some fans drying out all these compartments. And I just changed this fuel filter down here. Brand new water separator filter. But I'm gonna try and hook up all the gauges and stuff to see how much fuel we've got in the boat itself. And then we're gonna hook up to this inlet hose to the filter housing and hook our fuel pump up to it and pump out all of the old fuel. All right, got all the batteries in. Still kind of a mess down in there, but we'll sort that out later. 36 volt trolling motor. So before I flip the breaker on that, we'll make sure I've got 36. Our negative to our positive, and the batteries across from each other. Yep, 37 volts. Now I feel good that I can flip this breaker on. Now that we've got batteries, what I'm gonna do next is just start testing everything out. What better place to start than with the power poles? Go right here. And we've got nothing. Let's see if this remote here works. Okay. So this remote's working, power poles are working. There's probably a battery or something in this that we gotta change. Our trim lever is working. We got our motor fixed. Let's test all this other stuff out. Turn our master power on. We'll check the lights in a second. We've got a pump here and pump here. I can hear both of them running. Don't know what this accessory does. We'll go back to that in a minute. Got another 2 more pumps. They're both running. Another accessory switch. Don't know what it does. Bilge pump. Bilge pump is running. Interior lights. We got some lights around here. That's nice. There's our lights in the storage compartments. I don't know if that one's working or not. It seems that one is. That one over there is working. And our horn. Horn's not working. Okay. Now let's key on. Gauges light up. I'm gonna watch this. It's not showing anything right now. I'm gonna scroll through this. That gauge doesn't look to be good. 56% fuel, which I know is not true because we just pumped it out. All right, guys, next day, I'm gonna do a little recap on what we've done so far and what our next steps are gonna be. So our first problem was we couldn't get it to trim. Got a new motor on there. And then we replaced all the batteries, checked out all the switches and stuff. Right now we are going through all the gauges and trying to figure out the NEMA network on this. Checked out all our graphs, checked out the trolling motor, getting new tires on here. So just working through everything one step at a time, you know, little stuff like the power pole remotes here need new batteries. We're gonna be servicing this motor completely. So new water pump, new oil filter, fuel filter, which we've already done, spark plugs. We're gonna grease it all, make sure it's ready to roll. All right, we've got the water pump done. We're gonna wait to put on this lower unit because first we're gonna flush out the fuel system. We disconnected our fuel hose right here. Got our shop tank that we're gonna hook into right here. We're gonna replace this bulb, but we're gonna flush it out, and then we're gonna do something we don't usually do and crank this up for a few seconds just to see if all the gauges and stuff are working. So the way we're flushing this fuel system is over here. So back on this port side here, this is the VST tank, and we want to flush all that out of there before it gets to the injectors and stuff. But there's a screw down in here. There's a screw right there where my light's shining, and a pink hose that comes off the bottom. If you crack that screw open and you pull that hose out, we've just got a container here, and we're pumping our bulb, and we're just gonna keep pumping it until we get fresh fuel there. doing the spark plugs here, this is a coil over plug motor, so your coil will sit right on top of the plugs instead of, you know, sitting off to the side there. But it takes a 10 mil on these coils here, take them off. You just pop them loose, pull them out, and then you're able to pull these coils out. And then back in there is your spark plug. It's a 16 mil, and this motor uses NGK LFR 6A11s. We went ahead and pre-anti-seized these, so they're ready to go in. Just got to pull the old ones out. Next problem we're going to tackle is our gauges. This boat had digital gauges on it, so we're going from that to a analog gauge. And the reason we're doing that is because these gauges are not working, especially this tack here. It's got a little screen down in there that would give some information, but it's the screen on it's bad and quit working. So these are all the connectors from those old gauges. So basically what we're doing right now is we're finding our signal wires from the fuel tank sending unit. We're getting our tachometer signal, and then our speedometer is going to have a water tube on the back of it. For the sending unit on the gas tank, typically it's going to be a pink wire running from the sending unit, and that's going to be your signal. Now the next thing we're working on is the signal wire for the tack. Now on Yamaha, your signal wire runs through the 10-pin harness. Your harness hooks up right here, and what we're doing is we're doing a pin test, continuity test, from the harness here up to over there. But if we take a look here in our book, this gives a pin layout and what colors do what. The green is our tachometer signal, and if we go on we're looking on the female side because the motor has the male side, so we're looking on the female side, and here's the female layout. We're looking for the dark green. There's a light green and a dark green. The light green is going to be your trim down, and then the dark green is going to be your tack signal. So what we did is unplug this harness, grabbed the multimeter, put one of the leads in to where that pin is. We ran a test lead from the green wire here, and we ran it up front to our green wire up here just to make sure that this was our tack signal. But that's going to be our tack signal, so we're going to be making a lead that goes from here up to our tack spot, which is right here. Our fuel gauge, we're getting rid of this water pressure one, trading it out for a fuel gauge. So our fuel gauge is going to go here, and we are going to run our pink wire, which we have made white, till here, and that's going to go there. Our trim is on another part of the harness. Our trim signal is going to be coming off of this, and it also happens to be this pink wire here. Now this trim wire runs all the way back into the motor, and it hooks up down in here. So whenever this thing gets rigged up, where you're getting your trim signal from. And then of course we can just grab the power and ground from up here. All we need to do is just find a power wire, preferably a key on power rather than a constant power, and then any ground up here will work too. Well guys, what I'm doing now is extracting the carpets. I've already done the front here and down in the footwell here. I'm gonna work on this back part now.